Hello Gunners, welcome to another video. You guys know the drill, 6 a.m. We've got a lot of content to get through. We've got Arne Slot in an interview, maybe showing a bit of nerves. We've also got Liverpool fans' reaction to if they lose their title, saying it would be embarrassing to lose it to Mikel Merino and also Ethan Nwaneri. We've also got Arsenal signing a youth player, a top talent. We've also got talk of the Champions League draw, which will probably be out by the time you probably watch this video. So there's a lot to get through, Gunners. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the like, hit the subscribe too. It would be greatly appreciated. The support has been really good. But hey, let's have a listen to Arne Slot and what he said when he was asked about Arsenal in his interview.
Arsenal plays before us, but we know that doesn't make the game easier or more difficult that we have against City. We know we have 12 games to play and Arsenal has 13 games to play. And yeah, if we constantly look at Arsenal or what other teams are doing, that would not help us. So we know already how difficult it is to go to the Etihad. So we don't need Arsenal to get involved in that even more.
And I know a lot of you will see that and be like, oh, he said nothing really that would show any signs of nerves. But I've seen Arne Slot across this season. He's been pretty chill. He doesn't really react to things. And at the end there, we saw a little bit of a smirk there, you know, showing not something that we'd associate with him as a manager. And you can maybe tell, you know, things may be heating up, maybe not. But if nobody is going to sort of say this about the Liverpool manager, then how can we put pressure on them? Because it's also up to us, you know, these managers, these players, they are on social media. They see the content we post. You know, it's highly likely that they see what I post because I have a lot of them that follow me on my Instagram. So if we can do everything we can to sort of suggest there's a bit of pressure in the Liverpool dressing room and with the Liverpool manager, then it's only going to be a positive. And I know Liverpool fans will be in the comment section being like, oh, he didn't say anything, he wasn't nervous. But trust me, Arne Slot is very avoidant to things like this. He wouldn't have even mentioned Arsenal. But the fact he did go on and he was like, don't get involved even more, it shows something different. There's definitely something different. Ever since the Everton game, something different. The way he was arguing with the referee, there is a slight little sort of change. And if you want to recognize that, great. If you don't and you think I'm talking rubbish, then also great. But at the end of the day, you cannot dispute that Arne Slot hasn't slightly changed within the last few weeks of bad, or not really bad, but a bit of a dip in Liverpool's form. But let us move on. Let us get on to the next thing. We've got Hussam reacting after the game against Aston Villa and his opinion on if Liverpool lose that title to us.
Absolutely livid. I'm absolutely fuming. I'm starting to lose hope. And if we lose this league title to Nwaneri and Moreno, we just need to dissolve the club at this point, because that's absolutely pathetic and disgraceful.
First of all, I think the straight to Ethan Nwaneri is just not on, really. The best 17-year-old in the Premier League right now. If I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure he is the best performing 17-year-old in this division. The output he has, it is unreal. So maybe losing a title to him is a bit slightly less embarrassing, but the fact he's 17, it probably is. Where you've got 32-year-old Salah, 24-year-old Nunes, 28-year-old Jota at your front line, and you're losing it to Nwaneri. But I think the most embarrassing one would certainly be Mikel Merino. If I was in Liverpool's boots and we bottled the title to Arsenal and Ethan Nwaneri and not Ethan Nwaneri and Mikel Merino, I would be proper livid. 17-year-old plus a central defensive midfielder / an 8 up front, and that's how we've lost the title when we've got all the firepower and all the players fit. I would most definitely lose it, and that would be probably the biggest bottle job in history. But one thing before we now get on to the more Arsenal stuff and leave Liverpool behind and just sort of watch on to how they do this weekend and how we do, I would just like to say, Liverpool fans, I see your comments, I see what you put. I would like to say, to be honest, I am much happier in a title race with you guys as a fan base, a bigger club, lots of fans. You know, I like to see opinions of rival fans, and you guys in the comments when you're watching and saying I do speak rubbish or whatever it is nice to see, because with City in the past 2 years being sort of the main guys, I know you guys were there last season, you know, they don't really have a social media presence, so you can't really gauge the feeling within them. But with you guys, you're there, and credit to you, a massive club, massive history, part of the big three, the Red Cartel, Arsenal United and you. It is a pleasure to be in the title race, but ultimately I hope you guys bottle it to Mikel Merino and Ethan Nwaneri. But anyway, let us get on to the next thing, and it's the audio for the Lewis Skelly red card against Wolves. And a lot of you would have moved on, but we can't move on from horrendous decisions like that. If we don't continuously put the pressure on, then it is a really, really bad thing. And I want you to, firstly, when you're looking at these clips of the red card, to listen to how many different opinions of where the contact was there was from the different VAR people. So let's just have a listen.
Red card, mate.
Red card on field.
Red card on the angle. Serious red card, serious foul.
Just checking the red card for serious foul play. Okay, it's going for serious foul play, not dogs though. Okay, for me, I think the contact's on the top of the foot.
Got another. I think he catches him on the side of the ankle first. He glances off the side of the ankle down onto the foot.
Just there, yeah.
So the first impact is more that Achilles area.
Achilles on the shin. Pause on point contact, please.
Yeah. With no chance of playing the ball.
So it's high up above the ankle, then it comes back down.
Yep.
Okay, we've got some confrontation as well here. Okay, just get me the number, please.
Yep. So number 49, Lewis Skelly.
49, yeah, Lewis Skelly, yeah. Michael?
Yes.
Confirming the on-field decision of red card for serious foul play for Miles Skelly, away 49. Check complete.
I don't know about you, but I sort of counted 5 separate different interpretations of where the contact was from Miles Lewis Skelly. That is a big problem. I saw down on the Achilles, high on the ankle, on the foot. You cannot do that as a VAR. You're all coming up with different sort of areas of where the contact was. It really is poor. And I know Michael Oliver will get most of the sort of the attacks, really, not really attacks, but the blame for the decision. But VAR, there, having those many different interpretations where the contact was, it is so poor. But anyway, I think that's me done with this decision. It's great the audio is finally out and we got confirmation that the VAR was poor, the ref was poor, and that we got absolutely done and cheated in that sense, in that decision. But let us move on and talk about the Champions League draw, and it is Arsenal's potential route to the Champions League final. So if we draw Feyenoord, we will either play Atletico Leverkusen or Bayern in the quarter-final. I know it's a bit confusing, but it's between us and Inter to draw Feyenoord and PSV. That is, I hope you guys have got that. So we can either get Feyenoord or PSV, or Inter can get each of them as well. It is a new format, so just bear with me as well. So if we are in the Route 1 and get Feyenoord, we will then play, like I said, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen or Bayern. Semi-final, we will then play Benfica or Barcelona/Liverpool, or Dortmund or Aston Villa/Lille. Overall, let us just break it down and be easier here. Would you rather have the options of Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Bayern, Benfica, Barcelona, Liverpool, Dortmund, Villa and Lille? Or would you rather Route 2, where we get PSV and have to play Real Madrid, Atletico or Leverkusen, or PSG or Liverpool/Barca/Club Brugge or Lille/Aston Villa? So basically just look in Route 1 and then look in Route 2 and decide which teams in each of those routes look easier. And if you're asking me, I prefer Route 1. And I know the draw will make things a lot easier. And, you know, if you have seen the draw or if you are just watching this video as it comes out, let me know down below, Route 1 or Route 2. Maybe you'll do a better job of me of interpreting which teams go where. But this is the screenshot that I've got. And off of this, it is Route 1 every single day. And I mean, there's the added incentive as well. We can play against Robin van Persie, who's set to be the Feyenoord gaffer. So we can get a bit of revenge on him, because I'm sure there's a bit of sour grapes still there between us and him, because the way he left us, it was an absolute joke. So an opportunity to play them in the easier side, Route 1, like I think it is, it would be absolutely perfect in my opinion. Now on to a bit of youth transfer news. Arsenal are definitely trying to improve their youth side of things. They have signed a 15-year-old on a 6-figure deal, one of the best 15-year-olds, sorry. He's a defender from St. Johnstone. He's been with us on tours to Brazil with the under-15s, under-16s. So there's a big talent there, and it's a different approach. You know, we've seen City do this, poach all the young talents from other smaller clubs and have them come through their academy. And it's the best way to be sustainable and earn a profit if it doesn't work out and he doesn't come straight to the first team. Or he comes to the first team and he's a success. It's a win-win situation. So I am more than happy to see Arsenal doing this. And the final talking point, to be honest, is would you start Merino in the centre forward or Sterling instead of Merino? And I want you guys to let me down below. So you've got 2 tasks if you are watching this video. Route 1 or Route 2 in the Champions League. Or if you've seen the draw, are you happy with the draw? Or would you start Merino or Sterling against Leicester? For me, I would start Sterling. I would rather have Merino come on and adjust to the game. I would hate it if we start Merino and West Ham figure him out so quickly, because we'll be in big trouble, because then you have to bring on Sterling. I'd rather start with Sterling, see how he goes, give him another lot of minutes, maybe play him in a false line, and then if that doesn't work, you can then bring on Mikel Merino. So that's my opinion anyway, Gunners. Let me know yours, but I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for the support recently. It has been great, but until next time.